Hello, I'm Brandon Martini, a commercial pilot and flight instructor.
And I'm Carson Vasquez. I'm a private pilot.
And you're listening to the Aviation Mentors Podcast, sponsored by Stratus Financial.
So buckle up, because the Aviation Mentors are taking off.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another great and fantastic episode of the Aviation Mentors Podcast. Again, I am still live at the Latino Pilots Association Industry Expo 2023. Today is the 15th of September, and it's a perfect one out here in Kissimmee, Florida. So, as you know, we just did an interview with Beakley Aerospace, one of our partner schools, for a very long time. But I've been tracking down the rest of our partner schools around here, and the next one we've got on our roster is a gentleman named Steve Kugler, and he's representing US Aviation. So, Steve, how are you doing today?
Not too bad. Great show out here. A lot of people coming and going, and being able to speak to the industry and to future pilots as well as current pilots has been amazing.
That's fantastic. So I'm so excited to have met you. I know Gus has spoken to you several times, but I haven't got the pleasure of meeting you or talking to you before. But today I got that pleasure. So I asked you a little bit before we started what you do. And I would love to know what you do at US Aviation and how does it stand kind of apart from other flight schools in the industry?
Yeah, absolutely. So I am the Director of Admissions at our corporate headquarters here at Denton, Texas. It's basically what we do is we're able to help veterans. Veteran is kind of our main focus that we did for a long time. And now we're actually growing significantly when it comes to flight training across the board. We've partnered with Southwest Airlines with their Destination 225 program not too long ago. We're on our fourth class now, and every class so far has been getting full. And so it's just being able to work with them and grow the program and grow the industry that is in desperate need for pilots has been amazing. And working with Stratus Financial has been amazing with the on the financial side of things.
That's awesome. I love when people go out and go help vets. I'm a big proponent of helping veterans, and I thank everybody again. I know I've done it a few times on here, but thank you for your service if you currently serve or if you have in the past. So I didn't know that about US Aviation actually. So that's really fantastic. Where are you guys located? I know you have several campuses across the U.S. I think your main ones are in Texas, though. Can you tell us where they're located?
Yeah, absolutely. So our main location is going to be in Denton, Texas. That is basically the Dallas, Texas area. We also have a Fort Worth location, which is just south of the Dallas area. We have a Houston location in Conroe. We also have a location in San Antonio for our flight training. That is in Kerrville, Texas. For flight training, we also have Missouri in Cape Girardeau, New York in Wappinger Falls. And that's our flight training itself. In our A&P program, our maintenance program, which Stratus also helps finance, we are in the. We also have that in Denton. We have that in San Marcos, which is the Austin, San Antonio area, as well as opening up an Atlanta, Georgia location here soon. Hopefully in quarter 1, 2024.
Really, that's very nice. Do you know what airport that is in Atlanta? I've been to almost all of them around there because we fund in Atlanta, and I went around to like 10 different flight school locations, and they're all at different airports, all 30 minutes away. Can you give up that name of the airport yet, or is that still hush hush?
No, it's not quite hush hush. It's not actually at the airport. So since with the A&P maintenance program, we don't necessarily have to be at an airport. But we strategically placed ourselves about 2 miles south of Hartfield International Airport for a certain company to be in close proximity to them. I don't know if I could say their name quite yet, but being in Atlanta, that should kind of give some clues.
That's awesome. I mean, you guys have been growing exponentially since we met you earlier this year, and I'm so happy that Stratus gets to work with such a fine organization. So on the other side, like I said in the last episode, Carson's normally with me, and he normally asks, why are you in aviation? What got you into aviation? What brought you this passion? And why are you working in aviation? So what is your why, and what are your future goals? I know you said you're a CFI. Tell me what you want to do in aviation, and why aviation?
Yeah, so I've been into aviation since I was 13. I actually flew my first airplane when I was 13. My dad was a pilot. Never went anything commercial, never went anything as far as professional pilots concerned. Got my certificate when I turned 18 and never really did anything with it. I joined the military myself, served in the Army, and then as I got out, I realized this is something that I could do. I could use my GI Bill benefits to become a pilot, become a professional pilot. And so that's when I found US Aviation Academy. I started with them as a student and finally grew into the position that I am in today. And really that stemmed from helping veterans discover the path that I discovered. And to not only say, hey, this is what you should do, but say, this is what I did, and now all you have to do is follow me. So I was an infantry guy, and so that's kind of our motto, right? Follow me. And so that's kind of how we've really developed the program as a whole. And flying, I love flying. I my dad ever listens to this podcast, I'm sure he's going to tell you, go fly, keep building those hours. But I've really found a passion in being able to help others discover a future, and we've really developed a huge amount of veterans going through this. I can't even count how many veterans that would have never thought about aviation until they discovered US Aviation Academy. So that's kind of my proudest moment. And of course, want to keep on flying one of these days, but they kept me very busy there at US Aviation Academy and admissions.
Well, that's great. If they're keeping you busy, they're probably keeping Stratus busy too, which I really enjoy. So very neat. What's your kind of goal in aviation? Do you like where you're at? He seems like a really happy guy, so I have a feeling he loves what he does right now. But most of us, we've got some type of goals with airplanes and what we want to fly in our lifetime, things like that. As you all know, I love seaplanes, and the bigger the seaplane I can fly, the happier I am. The Albatross is fun to fly, that's for sure. I need to fly it more often. So, James, if you're listening to this, give me an invitation. I just want to go fly again. But besides that, are there any bucket list airplanes or things that you really want to accomplish in your flying journey?
I've been looking at a lot of those, like the Pilatus PC-12s. I've always wanted to be able to fly those. Nothing too big. I don't have the itch to really have to fly a 747 or 777 or anything massive like that. But just to stay in the air, that's the biggest thing that I really want to do in the grand scheme of it, whether it's something like getting into a partnership or something, or doing discovery flights for the Academy, all things that I know I should be doing a little bit more of. But we're, in the grand scheme of it, like I said, our admissions process has been growing significantly with the partners like Stratus, being able to help support that. And, we just got to keep on building it through and at least get in the sky every so often, right?
Absolutely. So, well, that's all fantastic. Really happy that Stratus is a great partner with you guys. Can you let us know where they can either find you or US Aviation online, or what's the best way to get in touch with either your admissions team or your website?
Yeah, absolutely. So our website is www.usaviationacademy.com. Real simple. It's a great landing page, wealth of information on our program, on what we do, where we do it, and how we do it. And also we are on YouTube, we're on Instagram, Facebook, all the standard social media sites. Just look us up as US Aviation Academy, and we'll be there to help you guide along.
That's great. So thanks so much for being on today. I really appreciate it. And as always, if you want to reach out to me or Carson, for Carson, it's Carson@aviationmentors.com. For me, it's Brandon@aviationmentors.com. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks so much for joining us today.